Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Landover. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Set.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. They lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 red.
From the pistol, here's Love. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down from the 42.
50, green. Ready.
To the air with Love. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa there to bring him down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
10 black. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Finds Benson out of the backfield. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
Working inside the red zone. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool bag. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Benson goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Beetle blue. Hut.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line. I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down throw for May. Brought in, big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Back to the air. It's May. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. Decent gain here, but short of the first. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
May now, 3rd and 2. Got his man. It's Otton. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Borregales on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Ready?
Love from the gun. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. No yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And they just get the play off. He's hauled down there for the 7, a final play of quarter number 1. That's the end of our opening quarter. 8-7 the score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Going left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. First down, May. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here. Here's May on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Crazy.
To the air yet again, May. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead to 7. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. So up comes May and his offense, going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
Well, I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Red, 38.
Slot man in motion left. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. Has a hole left. Room to run. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut the lead to just a field goal. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
May on 1st and 10. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Crazy. Crazy.
May trying again here on 2nd. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here we go, throw.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. He'll have the 1st down and even more. He is down to the 30-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
22 yards. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air on 1st down, May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's that? 5.
They now on third down. Short pass brought in. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Trying to throw for it with May. Escapes the pocket. Throw caught by his running back. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
45, wide.
The tight end in motion now.
Check, huh?
Love with it on first down. And he put everything he's got behind it. Oh, this one's intercepted. It is Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Kamara now on first and 10. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
47-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Throwing is May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jars loose, incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
At 2:01, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. To the air on 3rd and long. So with plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. May throwing for it. Brought in, big game for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's May again. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's May. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, Justin, now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call.
Washington will line up.
Throwing again, it's May. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate. But it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning them.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, green. Ball red. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he drives it up to the 24. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready.
To the air with Love. There's a screen to Benson. Has good room at the 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Drill green. Set.
He's back to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. Really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Cut.
Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's out of bounds at the 16. Going to be a long field ahead for them on this possession.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's May. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Air it out on 3rd. Look at that power. Deep left side. It connects on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
To the
line.
air yet again, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to the air. It's May. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Connects with the open man downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their fourth conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Smash, red. Blue striker. Set.
Throwing on first down, Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
50, green. Ready?
Back to the air. Love. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
First and 10. And they're on the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Going play action, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
trying again here on second. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this out of the 44-yard line as they hold down. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. May. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. You just couldn't quite find the connection.
This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Where was that? Eddie, what's that?
On the gun, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Trying to throw for it with May. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Dumps it off to his running back. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Set, huh?
Throwing his love on 3rd. And he's caught. He's got ground. Rolling into enemy territory. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jaguars make it an 11-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to start on the ground with Camaro. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. May on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. May. Fits it through the middle. It's inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So up comes May in his offense, going for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And to the surprise of nobody, they are in for 2 yet again. That is not 1, not 2. That's 5 conversions in this game, Brock. And with that, they're the first NFL team to ever have that many in one game. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Let's go.
Love out of the shotgun. Finds the inlet. Oh, he lost the football. And the Commanders make the recovery.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Caught by his back. Gibson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, what's up?
Here's May again. Brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 10 yards. And a Washington first down.
Again, it's May. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive.
This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Gallis checks on the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
The score, Commanders 47, Jaguars 21.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They motion Ridley over right.
Yellow. Cut.
On first and 10, here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Second and 10, Love trying again. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. Offensive line fast. Ahead of fourth down. Officials stepping in here. A timeout call. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Ready, ready, set.
Desperation time here. Taking a deep shot here. He steps in and makes the interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Off the play action, May. Smith and Jimbo with yet another catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. And dose of the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air on first down, May. Short pass Bryant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact.
And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Second and 21 at the 43-yard line.
May now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, it looks like, at that 37-yard line. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down.
It's now third down.
Trying to run for it, Camara. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders nearing their 9th win of the season. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Here goes that. Nitty, what's that?
Running for it, Camara. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
I love aggressive defenses. And a blitz on...
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
Ready.
Love now on 1st and 10. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
He was tackled at 46-yard line. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going to pass it here. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This looks like a run drawn up for May. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close